So, welcome to another episode of Viewing Stories with BSEM. And today we have with us one of the most electrifying personalities, Mr. DJ Girish.
Hey
Thank you
everyone,
so much, sir, for coming, taking
my
your
pleasure.
time to be here.
Thank you very much, Tanisha. Hi everybody, my name is DJ Girish, and it is such an honor to be here at the BSEM. We have just finished a very fantastic masterclass,
Yeah.
and I'm rolling it up uh, inside one to one from Tanisha.
Thank you so much again. Start off with the first question that comes to everyone's mind, which is DJ ये तो hobby ही है.
Right,
वो उसको करियर कैसे सोचना है, स्पेशली इन अ हाउसहोल्ड Indian household, brown Indian household.
right,
So, what inspired you, pushed you to choose this as a career? And at what point did you realize that it could be more than just a hobby?
right. So this goes back with me being back in school. I loved the stage. I loved being on stage. To be very honest, I used to be a nervous guy because my connection with the stage started with extempo speeches in school. It started with elocution contests in school. But I was a very stage shy person, very stage frightened. And for some reason, when I was taking part in such contests, I landed up coming second, third, first in different terms. But then when I had a tryst with entertainment, which when people expected me to get on the stage and dance, or probably sing a song or do a rap on sometimes. So, and when I was in school, Apache Indian was very popular, and I was rapping it completely word to word on how MTV was showing it. And when started getting applauded for that, that is when I thought that probably I've been made for the stage. And I gave it a little bit more introspection as to how well could I sing. So I used to start singing in my house, and I used to sing it for my friends and relatives. And they said that, okay, yeah, you're not bad. You can sing. Really, you're not bad. So that really got me the hang of being an entertainer, where I thought maybe I should give this a try. And by the time I was in college, I tried to form own my own little school band or a college band, as you would say. And the struggle was still there till DJing came into my way. And I thought probably to entertain an audience through playing recorded music. And so when I started doing that at a very small scale, at a very, very whimsical approach, and when I started getting applauded for that as well, I knew that there was an entertainer inside me, and that needs to be nurtured a little harder. And yeah, that's how it started.
Wow. So, the journey has been from the shy kid to the ones who are getting all the shy kids to dancing.
Correct.
Amazing. So, I would just get straight to your relationship with event planners. I'm sure that's who you are primarily dealing with,
Correct.
until and unless the client is directly dealing with.
Right.
So, if we want to talk about that, what are some of the things that you think event planners often underestimate or overlook while getting a DJ or any artist on board? What all have you faced personally? If you could.
So I have been into performing music for the past, say, 20 plus years, and I have worked with all kinds of event planners. Some of them are newbies in the business who have just got 4 to 5 years of experience. Some have just been started in the last 2, 3 years. But some of them are big stalwarts who already established their names, not just in Calcutta, but all over the country, all over the world. And I've been very blessed to work with such event managers and event planners and wedding planners who are working not just Calcutta, but complete pan India. And when I'm saying that, it just doesn't mean that I'm talking about local wedding planners here. I've been really blessed to work with some of the top names in Bombay, some of the top names in Delhi, some of the great names in Bangalore. So coming back to your sub question is the relationship with an artist like me or a DJ like me and an event manager is very, very important. Is very paramount for giving a wedding or a nightclub event a very, very good finishing line. Yeah. The event manager needs to understand where the DJ is coming from, what is his work experience like, what he has done, what kind of clientele he has performed for, and what is his caliber to do it for them and for their clientele. It's when you take the history of that DJ and when you want to connect it to the futuristic clientele, which is there on your paper, that is a relationship that needs to be nurtured between an event manager and a DJ, where both of them need to be on the same page.
Yeah.
Both of their vision has to be the same so that the delivery is done when the music is concerned and the clients have a great time.
Yeah. So because it's absolutely in collaboration. Because
Yes.
you're working towards the same goal, that is the absolute happiness of the client.
Correct.
Because they are Bhagwan.
Correct.
So yeah. So when we are talking about that collaboration, which is absolutely paramount to making the entire event a success.
Right.
Because as you were mentioning little while ago in that master class, that लोगों को वही याद रहता है कौन सा कैसा म्यूजिक था कैसा खाना था.
Right.
And the other thing we are not going to mention because we are sitting in a college.
Absolutely.
ठीक है. तो what are some of the things that the event planners sometimes overlook? Because we were discussing a while
Correct.
ago, कोई भी उठ के बोल रहा है कि आई एम गिविंग,
Correct.
मेरे पास इसका नंबर है इसका नंबर है मैं करवा लूंगी.
Right.
So what are the things these untrained people or unexperienced, not even untrained, people who do not have experience tend to overlook?
So what happens, Sanisha, in this event business when you're dealing with an artist? The artist or a DJ, say of my repertoire, will always provide you a pre-hand information over a PDF or an email, which has my hospitality details, my travel details, my technical requirement on stage details, how I need to be placed on stage, those details. And every event management company should have a subdivision of employees who understand these things and nuances very well.
Yeah.
And they need to follow every little point to the T, right? So that they understand the artist, they understand the DJ, his requirements, and they put it up on practical use when the performance time comes. A lot of event management companies don't give attention to this. I will say at 5 out of 10. I've been working with event managers worldwide, and 5 out of 10 event managers don't give attention to these small things. And when I'm taking a flight and landing into a destination, I find out that the things that are written on my PDF, on my tech rider, on my TLB or whatever you call it, is not matched. Sometimes the in-room dining service has not been opened and it's clearly mentioned on the contract. Sometimes the car has been, a wrong car has been sent because I have bags and I'm traveling from different destinations. I have a team that's traveling with me. I usually travel with the same team in the same car, but then they've been sent in a normal bus and I've been put up in a car, or my car is not of the kind of car that I've already, called for. So I would request if everybody would give it a small little 5-minute read. It's just absorbing what the artist needs, and if you put it up on paper and if you put it up on practicality, it just cuts down the slack and gives the artist a peace of mind to just go, retreat, relax, come back fresh for performance time. Yeah?
Yeah. Because those requirements are seldom about a person's ego that अच्छा ये मेरे को चाहिए.
Right.
It's not about that. It is
Right.
to make the event smoother.
Correct.
That you have it already ready so that the artist lands and is ready to perform. Because most of the times people are landing maybe a day prior to the event.
Correct.
It's not to show off.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that not some of them are showing off, but for most of them, the entire point is to make the thing smoother, right? That's
Correct.
what the tech rider is about.
Right.
Yeah, that's something.
The tech
that
rider
people
is the information that is given to the event team
Yeah.
or the client as to what the artist needs in those 2 days or 3 days of hospitality at a destination wedding.
Okay.
Right? But if I'm doing a club or if I'm doing a festival, everything remains the same. It's just a few things change here and there. The technical writer doesn't change. On stage, technical requirements still remain the same. The hospitality still remains the same. Yeah. It's just that I'm not staying for 2 days or 3 days here, but I'm just coming, performing my slot at a festival or performing my slot at a nightclub,
Yeah.
and then taking the next flight back home. Yeah. Which is the next day probably.
Yeah.
So everything more or less is the same, except for a few things here and there.
Yeah.
And that just needs to be followed. And once that's followed, I don't think so there should be any other communication issues between the event team and the artist or the DJ. And you were talking about something the event managers underestimate about DJs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's some things that people are not untrained, but inexperienced people tend to overlook.
So the thing, what happens now, Tanisha, is Not every event manager's perspective about a DJ is the same.
Right.
Some of them think the DJ is somebody who just comes on stage and is playing the 100 happening tracks and going away. But the day the event manager understands the difference between a performing artist and a DJ and what a DJ is bringing on stage, that is a time when you will come to know a difference between a good DJ, an ordinary DJ, a beginner DJ, and a stalwart. Yeah. This is something that needs to be, that an event team personnel or an event team owner needs to know about the DJ, which is very important. Yeah. Then only the person knows about his or her caliber on stage and what he's bringing on the table, apart from just bringing those happening 100 songs, which anybody can do. Yeah.
Yeah, true.
So that's about it. That's an, I would say they underestimate that
Or overlook
particular
some-
aspect.
yeah.
And they also underestimate the fact that a DJ usually, if it's a wedding, the DJ usually comes towards the end and plays, and you will see the event team has totally taken a break and everybody has gone off. But what they don't understand is that is a very important half ending of a movie, which needs a full finish.
Yeah.
Yeah. The DJ is the one who's continuing the entire night,
Yeah.
which probably his stage time is 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock onwards. But he's the one who's playing till 4, 5 of the morning, till 4, 5 a.m. in the morning.
Yeah. Yeah.
So he is a person who cannot be taken lightly. Yeah,
Definitely.
he's an important person in the event.
Very, very.
So I would definitely recommend people to take DJing as a career, but it is now going to come with a lot of research and development. You just can't start off randomly. So you got to take a call that either are you going to be a content creator type of a DJ or you're going to be a music oriented type of DJ. That call is with someone who wants to start off DJing. A lot of people would get influenced by content creators who are trying to be DJs on Instagram, but when they're coming and playing on stage, they can't play beyond 1 hour, 1.5 hours, 2 hours. That's it. 90 minutes set means bringing in about 60 songs, max 70 songs that you're very quick. And that 60, 70 songs is with everybody. After that 90 minutes comes the true value of a DJ.
Yeah.
That how tuned you are to bring in a 4-hour set, a 5-hour set when the situation demands from you. If you are not ready musically for that, you should not take this career. Because like I always will stand for loving the music first rather than to just play the hits and get away with it. It's just a shortcut.
Yeah. So this question I'm totally asking out of my interest.
Yes.
We'll edit it if you would like. It's not on my on my script also. But people are scared about AI existing everywhere.
Right?
Do you in any way feel threatened by it?
Very good question. In 2020, there was a webinar that I was invited to, and I was asked a very similar question. Because we were in the pandemic in 2020, we were all under COVID. COVID-19 was there, and I was invited for a Zoom webinar because that was the course of the moment. Everybody was doing webinars. And I was asked a question by some really top industry people who wanted one fine day woke up and said, let's include a DJ in this webinar and call him and, question him and everything. And this was a very similar question they asked that, all the DJs are going online, Girish, and they're playing music and they're entertaining people. And some of them are even contributing to the bank account and playing. Do you think this is the future of DJing where you will not be booked anymore? Whether or not this pandemic is getting over or is getting thinned out, but you're not going to get booked anymore for an organic face-to-face show, but you're going to be booked only for an online DJing session over a Zoom call, and people are going to pay you some money and entertain. I strongly feel this is going to be the way forward, is what the gentleman and the panel said. And there were 6 gentlemen, 2 elderly ladies who were well above 50, 55, who had seen most of the world. And they were very confident in making the statement. But I was the only guy on that webinar, and I said, sir, the day this pandemic is getting down, my business of DJing, entertainment, artists, singers, is going to manifold 5 times like a tsunami. And maybe you can hold another seminar and re-quote me this again. and we will have this chat face to face again.
Yeah.
And it so happened after 2022, when the world opened up, every DJ increased the price. Every artist, singer, you name the top singer in the country, they increased the prices by 3 to 4 times, and people were willing to pay for it. Now, connecting your dots for asking that AI question is the same threat that we've been receiving over the last 1.5 years. My answer is very simple to what I just mentioned earlier. There is no feeling than an organic feeling. Yeah. And AI is a machine. A machine can only emulate. Yeah. It can always imitate, but it can never originate. Originate is from a man. It's from a human being. So whatever imitations you see is inputs given by human beings to the AI.
Yeah.
So it will a winner will always originate, and a loser will always imitate. Yeah.
Brilliant. That is what I was hoping to hear from you.
Absolutely.
Because everywhere it's AI, AI, AI. Okay.
It's great.
It's
AI is great. I love AI.
Yeah. But it is to be added to it's another feather to be added to the human race. It's not to be taken over.
Yeah.
Why not? Yeah, this is a very good answer.
I would
so much.
use AI to brighten up
Yeah.
things around me.
Yeah.
Maybe add a few, what do you say, decoratives to my social media, make it look a little attractive, and make people wonder, oh my God, what was this? Oh, this was AI. Oh, wow, it's so well done. AI is nothing but it's art. It's technological based art that needs to be used in the right platform to entertain people. It shouldn't be dealt with to take over human race.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Like we see in movies. I don't see it happening in my lifetime. I don't know what happens when I'm gone.
It's true, sir, that we are talking about things like AI taking over. That's how far we have reached in terms of technology. But to keep it very honest with everyone, safety-wise, especially women's safety-wise, I don't think we have really moved from where we started. As a matter of fact, it's maybe going worse by the day. So, but a woman can dream.
Of course, she has
Right.
full right, of course.
So if a woman dreams to join this industry, DJ, because you're playing in very precarious kind of space. Weddings to ho gaya, chalo ek type ka.
Right.
Nightclubs, bars, all of these are there. If someone very close to you, a woman just very close to you, is trying to get into this, would you honestly suggest her to go and encourage her to go into this?
Well, if you're really pointing out to the point that if my sister tomorrow asks
Yeah.
me that I want to
go-
DJ,
Yeah.
and would I really encourage her? Yes, I would. If she has the right music sense in her system, I'll definitely tell her to go and give it a hit. And as we are having this chat in the year 2026, there are tons of women out there who made a fantastic career in DJing and have made a great name for themselves. Even in India, even out of India, internationally, there are some great women who are already on your playlist
Yeah.
on Spotify. They automatically come into your playlist because the traction is so heavy that their music and their playing style and the DJ sets have already reached your news feeds on social media. Yeah. So women are already doing a great job. And talking about your main concern on the question is the women's safety. So I know the country that we live in is not sometimes does not provide a very conducive environment for a woman to work on show business.
Yeah.
Yeah, we all know the reservations and we have things that we have. I think if we give the women a protected environment where we know that she is not going to be attacked, groped, or she's not being coming into close contact with normal people on stage, and she has her own barriers over there. If we can give the women a right protective guard, both on and off stage, before she enters the venue, till the time she's finished her performance, I think we can help the women fraternity get more and more into show business. Not just DJing, it could be modeling, could be anchoring, it could be performing arts, of any kind of thing, to be on stage.
Next question is, what's a common misconception that people have about DJs that you wish would change for now, like for good? Let it go.
Tanisha, we as DJs, you know that DJing business and the craft did not originate in India.
No.
It came from the West, right? So the way the West looks at DJs and the way Indians looks at DJs are two different two different point of views. Given the given the fact that we are living in today's time, a lot has changed.
Yeah.
The whole kaleidoscope for DJs has changed. But when I started DJing, it was still under the cocoon. It was still under the closet.
I can imagine.
That closet and the cupboard need to open. That cocoon needed to explode. But the most, like I said, the West looks at it in a different way. Talking about Indian people, still a lot of people don't know what a DJ is and what he does.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So you'll probably see some no-wise person. Hey, तू वो
घुमाता है.
क्या करता है तू क्या बजाता है वो and some people do play air piano and they kind of think that this is what DJing is. So I don't blame them. It is the fact that they have not been exposed to this craft. They have not been exposed to this particular genre of performing music. So I don't blame them. It is from their social education which is lacking. But there are a lot of people now who know who a DJ is and what a DJ does. And like, you name it. And today, from a lower middle class person to a middle class to an industry class person, everyone has parties, everyone has events, and everyone has a DJ as per their budget. So you are talking about small scale DJs, mid-level DJs, the highest paid DJs. You have such a huge expansion of the income brackets, the pay brackets for DJs. But the most common misconception that I have noticed over the years, till me and you are talking today, is that people think that DJs are drug addicts, alcoholics, womanizers. A lot of them are.
Yeah.
They are also hungry for money. One more thing was there. Some people also think that they are drug suppliers as well. Because I see a lot of my friends coming and telling me that somebody came to me and said that I need to buy some weed from you and here's some money and give it. So in the West, it just happens a lot.
Yeah.
Okay. And it happens a lot in India in some bars and clubs in the party destinations. I don't want to name the party destinations of India, but it does happen. And the ones who do, they do. So because of certain people, the entire fraternity gets a stereotypical thought process, but that's not true. Talking about me in person, like me and you are chatting on this forum, I have never done drugs in my life. I used to be drinking alcohol just for enjoyment, but I don't drink alcohol now either. And I'm not money hungry, but I'm a businessman. So there has to be a thin red line between being money hungry and doing your business. Yeah. It's a thin red line between both these things. And the other one, which I mentioned, was womenizers. Well, we all have our own phases in time. Where before marriage, you can be a solid womanizer. After marriage, you're a sober boy. You're standing there playing music and giving people a good time, going back home and sleeping with your wife. So certain misconceptions are there, but it's okay. Everybody has their own point of view to judge and be judgmental. But you got to do what you got to do. So you just be yourself and let other people think what they want.
In any case, you're entertaining people, which is God's work. So great.
Yeah, it is the blessing of Lord Saraswati, Mata Saraswati.
Sure. So we've been talking about the whole evolution of this field, what DJing has. So what is the current scenario like? Especially if we just talk about Kolkata, since we're sitting here. What is the scenario? Be it in a wedding, in a luxury wedding setup, or a lounge, or a nightclub, bar, wherever you want to call it. What is the market like? What is the scenario like?
So, Tanisha, in the past 3 years, I have noticed a dramatical shift in the entertainment element of the city, especially Calcutta. Me and you are from the city, so let's essentially talk about the city. When when a big when a big house, when a very prominent family is having a wedding in their house, they are converting the entire after party setup into a nightclub. So
Yeah.
now people are coming to nightclubs lesser to what they used to, but they look forward for these such of these weddings where they know that their host is going to provide them all the elements. It's got top of the line alcohol, you got top of the line DJs, got top of the line bands coming and performing. So the guests are getting a very good experience
Yeah.
at these weddings, and these after parties are going on till 4:30, 5 o'clock in the morning,
Yeah.
and everyone's having a great time. Now there is nothing called youngsters and elders,
No.
because now there's Gen Z, millennials, and then it's their parents. Their parents are also so cool
Yeah.
that they are partying with their children, because they got married when they were 24, 25, and 20. Now they are 47 and the children are 22. So now they are in such a wavelength that the children and the parents are partying together, probably listening to the same playlist. Things have really changed. And now when I'm taking this entire vibe into a nightclub, there are not too many people in Calcutta who are actually going out so frequently. Yeah. In spite of we being such a thick population in terms of society is concerned, if you step out on a Saturday night in Calcutta, as we speak, we are sitting here on a Monday,
Yeah.
and Saturday has just gone back. Not all nightclubs are full on a Saturday night. Yeah. There's still a lot of empty spaces. The whole culture of going out and dancing at clubs has completely gone haywire, and people are more into socializing. They want to see people they know.
Yeah.
This is something which I see only in Calcutta. Delhi and Bombay are not like this. They just want to go out and they want to go out. There are too many people around them. They are finding their kind of vibe, their friends, and nobody's bothered about who's coming. Yeah. But that thing is not in Calcutta. People are very eccentric. They're very picky about who's coming to that particular nightclub. And if the crowd is not matching their vibe, they will walk away or they'll probably stop coming out. And which has actually happened and which is actually happening. That's the reason why a lot of nightclubs and bar lounges are not making that kind of money.
True.
And Saturday night being the only night where people get to make some money. And in spite of that, when they don't have the right crowd, they don't get to see the right people, the sales drop. So some clubs are opening and some clubs are shutting. So that cycle is now just going up and about and up and about till we come to a phase where we see good business opening up at least 3 days a week for a night out destination, so that everybody has a great time. And plus, I have seen the nightclubs that have come. They call themselves eating places that turn into entertainment spaces.
Wow.
Basically, you are confusing a customer, right? You are saying that you are an eating space with an experience and you have the shishas going, you have a great menu coming in, but you also have DJs playing banging music, which I don't think in the long run is a very lucrative business. Eating place is an eating place.
True.
If I'm going out on a date with my girlfriend, I want to catch up with her. If I'm going out on a date with my wife or I'm going with a group of friends, I want to catch up with my friends and find out what they did in the last 10 days.
Yeah,
I don't want the DJ
talk.
pumping music on my face.
True.
And then then you are saying that no, we pump music from 12 o'clock onwards. Then you are properly night. Then you open your club at 12 o'clock.
True.
Then you don't open at 9, 8,
No.
10. So this entire modus operandi of doing extra business that we can make money from selling alcohol, lunches, dinners, brunches, and then have a DJ playing at 11:30 onwards who plays slamming nightclub music. So you want to basically be a jack of all trades into one outlet. And that I don't think Calcutta's too ready for it. And even if they are ready for it, they're not ready for it. They're not coming back to you as loyalists for more than 1 year, which is really bad for a long-term business. If you are having this concept and if you can't keep this concept rolling for 5 years down the line, you are not seeing money in the business.
So one of the reasons I think this whole shift has happened, where even on Saturday nights, people are not choosing to stay within their own circle, or even just laying in their own bed and doom scrolling.
Yeah.
So it's social media that has taken people's energy and that kind of a mindset, to go out, socialize.
Well, yes, partly I agree with you. Yeah.
So how important do you think the role of a social media is for a DJ or any artist in general? But yeah.
So social media is like a directory. It's like a free magazine for a DJ to showcase his talent and his work.
Right.
Right? You will see a lot of clientele, a lot of event managers looking into social media say, for example, a DJ is putting up an act over there of promoting his music or whatever, and a client or an event manager judges him for those 15 seconds or 30 seconds of what
Yeah.
he's done.
Showreel
And
बोलते हैं जिसको.
showreel जो उसको बोलते हैं, yeah. So in a showreel, what happens, that person has accumulated his entire 2.5 hours ka moment into a 30-second attention reel.
Yeah.
You really don't get to see a full potential of a DJ there. Yeah, I would, in my opinion, if you're putting up content for people to judge you, you at least post clips of 7-8 videos of your show. That gives your client or an event manager a proper real-time assessment of what you have done on stage,
Yeah.
what you have played, what has been your audience reaction, and whether that vibe is suitable for your client or not. If you're an event manager, or if the client is checking himself or herself, she or he will decide automatically that, okay, fine, this is the kind of music that I like.
Yeah.
And nowadays, everybody's sending DMs to artists directly or the management directly.
Absolutely.
So the DJ is in direct contact with the client. I have always been in direct touch with my clients. 70 to 80% of my clients come to me directly, because I come from, like I said, I come from an era where there was no social media. So people are already aligning with me on that particular front. So sometimes people say that, okay, fine, whatever we see in the last 3 months that you have done is not really the vibe that we are looking for. Is this something that you usually do? Or there's something else apart from this material that you have posted?
You can bring. Yeah.
I immediately go to the chat and I ask her, ma'am, what's the kind of material that you're looking for? Then she said, I'm looking for a more Mehndi-eccentric vibe. Then I immediately send her videos links on my Instagram, which I've probably done 6 months earlier.
Right.
Or somebody said, I want to see how you do a barat. Or somebody says, I want to see how you do a beach carnival. So then I keep pumping them with the video links or the story archives, and then they take a quick close, and then, okay, then they're convinced, okay, fine, that this guy has done this.
Yeah.
So I would say that this is going to be a long-term choosing method for a guy who's not gone viral on social media. I would safely say 2-3 of my videos have gone viral on social media when I've done things with celebrities. But apart from that, I'm not a viral DJ who's made my name by putting my videos viral, you know.
Yeah.
So I would want people not to judge me as a viral DJ. I would want people to judge me as a musician DJ, a guy who plays music,
Right.
a guy who gets there and does the job. Because I know a lot of people have booked A-list DJs, like really on the national, international level DJs coming from India, and then they have asked them to step down in 1 hour because they have not got the vibe right, because they are playing it like a textbook, and they will not deviate from their style. This is what they do, and this is what they will do. But if you have a DJ that can mold and change the direction of a night, he might not be popular as the A-list DJ, but he will do the right kind of job for that particular night. Is the guy you have to put your money on, because he will give you every penny worth of it.
Right. Doing stories with BACM, since it is done completely by people who are related to event planning, and it's also somewhat for the people who are into this business or want to get into this business, and we are known as professional jugarus. That's what we are.
Right.
Event planning is very fancy a term, but actually हम लोग जुगारू होते हैं.
Right.
So it's you being an honorary member of this field.
Of course.
I'm sure you've had moments when you've had to be jugaru, when you've had to be like, अच्छा ठीक है, चलो ये करना पड़ेगा, ये हो गया है. The next thing you have to just come up with. Tell me about a jugaru moment.
There've been many. Actually, there've been many of these jugaru moments.
Sure.
But the event managers who are good in this business are so well set that they know what to jugaad karofy when it is required.
Yeah.
But there are times when things just fly over their head, and because I don't blame them, because they don't have a technical knowledge about these things. So I'll tell you 2 incidents. One from a Calcutta-based wedding planner and one from a Delhi-based wedding planner. So there was this very big party happening in Calcutta. It was a group. It was a corporate group. Very well known in the city and worldwide. It's a worldwide body, and we had one of the best wedding planners, best event manager handling the event. There was a band singing, which was followed by DJ Girish. After that, DJ Girish was supposed to be followed by the band, and for some reason, the sound equalization of the band was not that great. Was hurting people's ears, and people went out of the hall. The event manager was trying really hard to tell the sound engineer, to his sound engineer, the singer's sound engineer, to tone down his volume and the overall thing. But nothing could be done because the moment they were toning and turning things away, the singer was having a problem to sing because he couldn't hear himself on the PA. Oh, sorry, on the monitors, on the in-ear monitors. So they tried everything, and it was a very messy moment because the client was getting upset. The event manager was trying really hard to salvage the situation. I knew kind of what the problem was, and I just went to the local sound engineer. I didn't want to get into their fiasco. I just went and told the sound engineer to just turn off the bass of the entire sound setup. It was a wild thought that just came to my mind. I just told him just cut the bass down. That's about it. And that sound engineer went and told the sound engineer of the singer and the band, which had come from Bombay, that can we do this and try this and do this? So he said, okay, if it solves your problem, because it's not, the singer can't hear this. He just he just tweaked the bass down, and everything was flat. Everything was flat. There could be a certain technical momentary where the EQs were not happening together. But the moment I turned the bass off, things were much in control. Because the singer had a very sharp voice, and the sharp voice with sharp bass coming together, it's giving bad sound frequencies. So later on, the event manager came to know that I was the guy who gave the input. He came and he just tapped my ear, thanks, buddy. I mean, you were such a savior. So by the time I went on stage, I again told the same sound engineer, now I'm going to be on stage. You put the same frequencies back. So that's how I salvaged one situation. But there was another very bigger incident than this. I was doing a very top-notch wedding in Jaipur at the Jaipur Convention Center. So when I'm talking about Jaipur Convention Center, I had one of India's biggest Bollywood band playing there. And I was supposed to go on stage. It was a reception night, and there were like about 5,000 people in that party because it was the convention center. Yeah. And the wedding planner was from Delhi. And they had, like I said, one of the biggest Bollywood bands of the country was on stage performing. And suddenly, while singing, their PA went off. In the middle of the show, with 400 people on the dance floor, 500 people on the dance floor, their PA absolutely went off. There was a lot of huddle. That singer was such a senior gentleman who's a music director. He took up the mic and he said that we will take a small break because we have had a technical issue. He was very courteous in addressing the crowd, and the crowd understood that because these glitches were happening while they were performing, and they knew that the big strike is going to happen. And the big strike did happen. Everything just went into mute mode while these people were on. He took up the mic and he announced that we will come back in a short while and let them fix this issue. And the stage was empty. The people were still standing there, but the dance floor was empty. The artists were still standing on the stage, just on a relaxed mode, like at ease mode rather than attention mode. And I went and told the event manager that your gen set is not sending too much power. That is a reason the power has not been able to generate there. So can you add one more gen set to the power supply? Because 30 minutes had already gone, and the dance floor was completely empty. People were going, and they picked up the dinner place, and they were all eating. So the guests, once they've eaten and they've had their drinks, they will probably want to go home.
Yeah, the energy is diluted.
It's done. That interruption really spoils. Is like a show spoiler. So he said, the event manager immediately said that, have you been in this situation before? I said, no, I'm just using my common sense. That this glitch, because I'm also watching the same artist perform, I know why this is happening. There was not enough power load. So just supply your power load from 2 genset trucks of 125 kVA each. And I think this problem should be solved.
Right.
So when they did this, the power came, and then they checked it with the meter level from where the power distribution happens. And they really did find out that there was a power problem. And that is the reason why the bass was not getting power. The sound system was not getting power. The digital mixers were not getting power enough to generate. And I salvaged one more situation like this. And it was the word of thank you just went in. So, yeah.
Amazing.
I mean, there's nothing amazing about it. It's just your presence of mind and how you deal with situations. I'm sure the event team could have visualized this, but when that ball of burden falls on your head, all your doors just get slapped shut. You don't know which direction to think. The event team was blaming the technical department. The technical department was blaming the venue. That the venue is not giving enough supply. But after hearing and seeing what is happening around you, you just got to take a prompt action. I just told the event guy, just call for one more. You have a backup genset. Just call and patch your line out power from both these gensets into the main line. And they had enough power. And then the show just went on.
That's why they call you DJ Girish.
I hope they don't call you Mystery Girish, for DJ Girish is much better.
The DJ Girish is what I mean.
The DJ Girish. You're very kind. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir.
My pleasure. Thank you, Tanisha.
Absolute pleasure to have you both for the masterclass and for this podcast.
It will be my honor. Thank you very much.
It was amazing. I really enjoyed the conversation.
Thank you, Tanisha.
We will be discussing in the further episode more such stories. So keep your eyes on this. And if you also have any further questions, drop it in our DM or mail it to us. It will be given in the caption.